Heather Dinich, Paul Feinbaum joining the program. After that Oregon win, Dan Lanning said this crowd, this whiteout crowd is worth 7 points. But not tonight. Oregon got the win on the road. Heather, what does this mean for both the Ducks and the Nittany Lions?
Well, we'll start with Oregon. It boosted them to number 3 in my latest prediction last night after the game. This was a huge statement win, an important one, but it was also their first win against a power opponent above 500. So I still have them behind Miami and Ohio State. Now, when you look at this, on the road against Penn State, it's a better win than Ohio State's win against Texas, but collectively, I think the committee would think Ohio State's overall resume is better. And when you look at the Nittany Lions, what does it mean? Well, it means Paul Feinbaum was right this summer. Throw the hype out the window, throw the NFL talent out the window. Right now, I have Penn State at number 12, which means if the playoff were today, they would be out because you have to make room for those 2 5 highest ranked conference champions, the G5 champ, the Big 12 champ that aren't in there right now, because Penn State, all they have are wins against Villanova, Nevada, and FIU.
And Heather, this is one of those times I really wish I had not been correct, because I was expecting and really wanted to see Penn State perform at this level on this stage, because these stats that we keep throwing up against James Franklin are tedious and tiresome. Unfortunately, we keep doing it because they keep finding ways to let these big-time games get away. And until that happens, it is more than difficult to take Penn State seriously as a national championship contender. They had every opportunity, and then, once again, every opportunity slipped through their hands. Drew Aller did not rise to the occasion that I think everybody hoped he would. But Penn State still has Ohio State, and we'll probably be here after that saying the same thing we just got through saying.
And I believe, Paul, that stat you're talking about, James Franklin, 4-21 now against AP top 10 teams since taking over in-state college in 2014. All right, let's go to the SEC. Bama takes down Georgia. Heather, let's start with you. What does this mean for both now the Tide and the Dogs?
Well, for Alabama, it means they're back in the playoff conversation, which is the first time we've had them there since that season opening loss to Florida State. It also means they've got a little bit of a cushion, which they're really going to need moving forward against the 7th toughest schedule in the FBS. 6 of the next 7 opponents are ranked. But here's the thing, guys. They've got a bit of a temporary ceiling because of that head-to-head loss to Florida State. In the selection committee meeting room, that's one of the tiebreakers the committee uses when records are comparable. But if that were to change, that could change too. I think that the AP poll is going to look different because I think that they will drop Florida State further than the selection committee would. And then as far as Georgia, they're clinging onto that overtime win against Tennessee. That's all they've got right now. And the Vols were lucky to beat Mississippi State. And when you look at their resume, a win against Austin Peay, Marshall really not cutting it. So Georgia's got some work to do in terms of building its playoff resume, but they'll have opportunities to do that.
It seems remarkable that 4 weeks ago we sat here, at least I was pretty much putting dirt on Kalen DeBoer's head, but he dialed up a virtuoso performance last night in Athens. And just think about this for a second on the Sunday morning. The fact that Kalen DeBoer is 2-0 against Kirby Smart. I sat in Athens yesterday saying, hey, let's quit blaming Kirby for the record. That's Nick Saban's fault. He was so good. Well, we have to